this nation and across the world. I already mentioned the Honorable Marcus Garvey. We've been through slavery, Jim Crow. We've got greats like Johnny Cochran, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, W.E. Du Bois, Nat Turner, Maya Angelou, just to say a few. But I'm here to tell you, we haven't been able to breathe, and we still found greatness, and we're allowed some of us to succeed. But today we got to face the facts that there's a large segment of African descendants that are on the poverty line because of systemic racism. And we want to examine every aspect of it today before we let you go. George Floyd, the Stinnett families, Breonna Taylor, they are immaterial moments. That point where you stop in life and ask, where were you when this happened? Where were you when the verdict went down? Because this is going to impact this city, this state, and the nation for many years to come. Unless the people rise up and do what they're supposed to do. This is a government for the people, by the people, correct? And we talk about this Constitution everybody's supposed to be so committed to, yet we stand in a state that has the most convictions of African Americans in the United States. So they weigh in heavy on one side on justice, but they allow a police officer to rain down terror on our communities. It's unjust. We went through 2020, we learned a lot. It's 2021, and we're not going for it. We're gonna unite our people from coast to coast until we get justice. We're not backing down. The reason we wear Carhartts today is to let our people know we got work to do. It's not time to be cute. It's time to put on some working boots and get in this game. We need each and every African descendant to get up and rise up, Moorish Americans, etc. And those that believe that Black Lives Matter. Stand up around this nation. And let's let them know we're not going to tolerate this anymore. I need a lot of noise. I need you to get in people's face. Martin Luther King went to jail. John Lewis went to jail for us. Don't be scared to go to jail. We're this nation, yet we don't reap the benefits of the liberties that this nation has to offer. It's outrageous, it's unconscionable, and it ends in 2021. Nothing is more important than empathy for others. Others suffering, I'm sorry. Not career, not wealth, not intelligence, and not status. We have to feel for others and what they're going through. So as we suffer through this battle that we're going through, when we get to the other side, we'll still have our dignity. Thank you for bearing with us as we're skipping through these papers.
We will take questions after each speaker has spoken.
We just wanted to mention, as we said, that George Floyd, Anita, the Cole family and others, and a couple of names, I'm sorry, we want to mention Anderson family, Gonzalez, and the Smith family from Milwaukee, who also have experienced the tragedy in which we speak about. This is a slap in the face by Wisconsin government and the DA, and etc. That it's happening, what has happened has perpetuated systemic racism. The putting off until winter time, the 90 days that vanished in front of our face that has us here in the winter in the first place. Where was justice then? We'll be talking to, and in regards to systemic racism, we would be remiss if we didn't point out that 2 weeks ago this city knew that there were groups coming to this town. I'm not going to mention their names because I don't want to give them any credit. But there were militias and other people coming to this town today. 2 weeks ago or more they knew. And they elected to tell you and the whole world about the case of Jacob Blake in front of racist militias. So I'm going to let you know it's 2021 and it's okay to say the truth. And the truth of the matter is, it sounds like they were collaborating. You know, if you don't never, my coach used to say, don't be scared to tell the truth. It sounds like some type of collaboration, and it sounds like with them sharing a story out of Kenosha, that African descendants don't matter. These are the laws that they're going to enforce, which will virtually put a jail around each and every African American house, because now you can't go to school, you can't go to work in safety, because your police officers that run around your town can make up a most preposterous story. Yet your loved one can be paralyzed after being shot 7 times. We want to talk about justice today, and we want to talk about the right thing. It's 2021, and we as Americans and the citizens of Kenosha and the world as a whole must get this right, not just for little Jake, but for all the little Jakes this will impact. I'll take any questions before we pass it on to our lawyer.
We're going to wait till the end. Today, the announcement, you've obviously been vocal, you've been in the streets throughout the whole process. Yesterday, it sounded like you sort of prepared yourself for today's decision. Just your reaction.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that because I was off tone with my people. I'm going to slide to the side and let our legal people, and then we'll take questions all at once.
Yeah, we'll take questions after that.
My name is Charlie DeMar.
Thank you, Chuck.
First.
Thank you. Right here.
Please reintroduce yourself.
Good afternoon, members of the media, city and residents of Kenosha and of Wisconsin. I'm attorney Biari Lamar, representing the Jacob Blake family, along with my co-counsels who are now here with me today, renowned attorney Ben Crump, and also Patrick Selvey, too. Today, the news that we have heard from the Kenosha the Kenosha District Attorney's Office is very disturbing. We are immensely disappointed with that decision. We believe that there was more than sufficient evidence to find probable cause to charge Officer Sheskey. We believe that there were certain standard operating procedures that Officer Sheskey should have followed that were not followed. There was no de-escalation. And we believe that the shooting an individual 7 times while walking away from the officer is nothing less than intentional. We believe that all the elements of attempted homicide were met, and that we believe that the city and the community is being deprived of their constitutional right to be able to be the trier of fact. And we're just immensely disappointed with that decision today. We believe that the district attorney's office somehow believes that as we roll into 2021, that all of a sudden the country is legally blind or something. We think that the 20-second video is very clear. We don't need a 2-hour explanation for what our eyes can see. So we're immensely disappointed with that. It takes 20 seconds to watch that video to find probable cause, and it took them over 4 months to find a reason to ignore it. We're not happy. We will exercise every remedy that is available. We think that it is very discouraging for all the protesters and all the individuals who gathered peacefully to urge change. And it just shows that we have a lot of work to do. We won't stop, and it doesn't stop here. And I think in 2021, it shows one very important thing, and that is that there's three justice systems in America. There's one for black and brown people, one for police officers, and one for the rest of America. And we won't stop until there is actually truly one nation under God with justice and liberty for us all. And we won't stop until we get there. At this time, we'll take a few questions.
Hold on. Steve,
go ahead. This question is for you. You've obviously been vocal from day one. You've been in the streets, being a voice for your nephew. Your reaction to the decision today?
Well, it's a gut-wrenching experience, bro.